Hey everybody, welcome to another Illustrator CS6 tutorial, and in this one we're going to learn how to draw with the pen tool and the other tools that come with the pen tool. So over here on the left is the pen tool, and the hotkey is P, and it looks like a ballpoint or like some kind of old school style pen, the tip of it at least. And something to help you out would be to make sure you don't have any fill on, and go ahead and put down a stroke, and you can leave your stroke at 1 or 2 or something like that. It doesn't matter. So the first thing you're going to do is go ahead and click, and what you've done is you've created an anchor point. Now with the pen tool, what you're doing is you're creating paths, and the paths consist of curved or straight segments connected by anchor points. So if I click again, I'm going to create a second anchor point. And what I've done is I created anchor point and another anchor point here, and the path connects those. Now if I want to create like a polygon or a triangle, all I need to do is continue to make another anchor point, and then click the last anchor point that I had, or clicked on the first anchor point that I had, and that will close it up. Now this is called a closed path. When you end at the first anchor point that you created, that's called a closed path. Now if I created another path here, and maybe only used 3 anchor points or 2 anchor points, and left it like this would be called an open path. If you hold down Control and click, it's going to deselect and just leave it as an open path, and that way you won't be creating another path from your last used anchor point. So those are how you create the straight segments, and they always come at certain degree angles here. They're not curved at all. They're sharp edges. So I'm going to show you how to create a curved line. I'll start it down here. First, you're going to click and you're going to drag, and you can see that these handles are coming up, and you can use the smart guides to give yourself an idea of your angles there. Click, drag, and let go, and that creates your first anchor point. Come to your second anchor point, click, drag it, and then you'll get a curved. So if you keep on dragging in the same way that you did before, you're going to get an S curve. If you drag the opposite way, you're just going to get a regular curve. And I let go, and you can see now that I have a curved line. You can continue to draw more points and continue your actual curves. And then if you want to, you can close. And there you go. And now you've created a closed curved path. Now, when you're working with these curved paths, sometimes it's hard to get exactly what you wanted the first time around. The way you're going to be able to edit paths and anchor points is by using the direct selection tool, which is the white one here, and the hotkey is A. This way you can actually click on anchor points and maneuver the handles so that you get some type of path that better fits what you were trying to make. You can move the handles, and you can also move the anchor point itself, and maneuver these into some type of path that's going to work a little bit better for you. Oops, I clicked the wrong part. There we go. I'll just move this, and I'll try to get them like on top of each other or something like that. And I'll try to make some kind of like infinity sign. And I'm getting close to doing it. Not perfect, but if I just maneuver these a little more and have a little more patience and make this, I could make an infinity sign that looks pretty cool. So that's how you manipulate the points. I'm going to show you some more things. If you go to the pen tool and click and hold, we've got a couple extra tools that we have. Add anchor point tool and delete anchor point tool. Let's go to the add anchor point tool. And we'll work on this path here that we made. You could work on any of the paths that you made, but we'll just work on this one. If you go ahead and click on the path, when you have the Add Anchor Point tool, it's going to add another anchor point. Now you can move that again with the selection tool to create new paths, or to create new shapes, or adjust and edit your shape. The delete anchor point tool is going to do obviously what it says. It's going to delete anchor points that you click on. If you click on something that's not an anchor point, this is going to come up because you got to click on an anchor point to use it. If we go to the regular pen tool again, you can already see that when you hover over top of your path, it changes to a plus sign, and this automatically converts it to the Add Anchor Point tool, and I have added it. And then if I hover over top of it, it turns into the Delete Anchor Point tool, and I have deleted that actual anchor point. And there we go. So you don't always have to switch between it, but that's up to you. If you don't want to mess around and create things that, or create anchor points by accident and stuff like that, and you want to just go around deleting, you might want to change this to the Delete Anchor Point tool. Depends on what you're doing in your project. The last thing I wanted to show you for this tutorial is the Convert Anchor Point tool, which is the last one underneath the pen tools. And what this does is it converts the anchor points from curved to straight, or from straight to curved. So if you have a straight one like I do here on this point here, I'm going to click and I'm going to drag, and I'm able to create a curved line. If I click on it after it's curved and I just click, it's going to change it back to a straight. So I could try it down here on this path. Let's find anchor points here. Here's one. If I just click on this, it's going to become straight, and there we go. Now we have a couple of straight points on the anchor, or straight anchor points. So that's it for this tutorial, and I'll get a little bit more in depth with the pen tool in the next tutorial. You can go over some options and customizing how it looks and everything like that. So stay tuned for that tutorial and you'll learn how to gain more control over your pen tool and set it up to your liking. After that, I guess just have a great day. See you guys later.